helping us ensure that our coastal resources, whether natural or built, are resilient and sustainable. You are an inspiration, and I'm proud to recognize you as one of this year's City of San Diego Women of Distinction.
Thank you, Council President. This year, I've selected Kim Becker as the winner of distinction for District 2. Kim is the President and CEO of the San Diego Regional Airport Authority and runs the San Diego International Airport, which is in District 2. In her role, she oversees capital improvement projects, including the $3 billion new Terminal 1 project that will enhance the airport experience for all air travelers who come to San Diego. Under Kim's leadership, the airport has been recognized nationally for its innovative approach to sustainability and was recently named the second ever carbon neutral airport in North America. She also has been recognized by the San Diego chapter of Advancing Women in Transportation as the Woman of the Year. Yes. And by the San Diego Business Journal as their CEO of the Year in Government. Under Kim's management, the San Diego International Airport, the busiest single runway airport in the country, probably in the world, continues to operate efficiently every single day. Kim's service and dedication to San Diego truly make her a woman of distinction. And I'm very grateful for her leadership and for all she has done for District 2, the City of San Diego, and especially for our wonderful airport with its new Terminal 1 coming to an end of construction pretty soon. And it's just been done so seamlessly, so well, so thoughtfully, so that we can still continue to use our airport. Thank you so much for your expertise.
Thank you, Councilmember Campbell. Councilmember Whitman.
Thank you, Council President, and thank you, Mayor. This is a wonderful ceremony. Thank you to everybody for being here today. The women that we are recognizing today have made an outstanding impact on our city, and District 3's nomination is no exception. Council District 3's Woman of Distinction is Dr. Teresa Smith. Dr. Smith for this honor because of her compassionate leadership in spearheading San Diego's first safe sleeping site. When I visited Denver and saw firsthand how St. Anthony was working there, I was determined to see something similar here. And with the support of Mayor Gloria and COO Eric Gargan and our homelessness strategies and solutions department, we opened the city's first safe sleeping site last summer. At that time, we could not have imagined just how fortunate we would be to have Dr. Teresa Smith, the CEO of Dreams for Change, step up to be our first provider. She has a BS in psychology from Western Michigan University, an MA in nonprofit leadership and management from the University of San Diego, and an MS and a PhD in human sciences from the California Institute for Human Science. Dr. Smith is a recipient of the James Irvine Foundation Leadership Award, the San Diego Lead Community Spotlight Award, and the Joy McAllister Advocacy Award, and a two-time recipient of the USD Social Innovation Challenge Award. She's also a military veteran who served in the U.S. Army for 8 years coordinating mental health services. Dr. Smith, who prefers to be simply called Teresa, was a pioneer in developing the safe parking program in San Diego in 2009. And she did that after seeing so many families losing their homes in the Great Recession. And while Teresa's many qualifications are extraordinary, there is something else that holds an even deeper key to her success in operating the safe sleeping sites, and that is her humanity. As a result, Teresa and her team have created not only a safe space where people experiencing homelessness can stay and have access to services and get connections to housing, she and her team have created a place with a strong sense of community. Teresa knows the solution to a person's homelessness is as individual often on site to meet the individuals that Dreams for Change serves, people who are overcoming great odds, many of which so many of us could never imagine. Teresa leads with kindness and encouragement, providing dignity and hope. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Teresa Smith, 2024 City of San Diego Woman of Distinction.
Thank you, Councilmember Woodring. As District 4's council seat is currently vacant, I want to ensure we also uplift the women that the Council District 4 office wanted to honor for this year's recognition. If we could have Denise Mathis, please join me. Denise E. Mathis is the award-winning broker and owner of Dem Real Estate. As a realtist, she advocates for legislation and supports legal challenges that ensure fair housing, sustainable homeownership, and access to credit. Denise serves as an advisor to the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, local and state boards, where she has served as president for both boards. Denise is known for giving back to Southeastern San Diego. Denise volunteers on the local board of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers by facilitating training and workshops in the community and providing education, counseling, and resources to increase and sustain homeownership in the community. For example, she recently assisted with an event called Advancing Black History in San Diego by Rebuilding Generational Wealth, which had resources for flood recovery and down payment resources, such as the Black First-Time Home Buyers Program. Denise has received many real estate honors and awards, such as being spotlighted as a woman of power by the California Black Real Estate Professionals. She has been a consistent supporter of nonprofits like Detour Empowers, also known as FANCY, a mentoring and leadership academy for teen girls of color, fostering positive change and building a brighter future together. Congratulations, Denise. We will now turn to Councilmember Longley.
Thank you very much. This honestly is one of my favorite days at City Council every year. Thank you to the mayor and your team for putting this wonderful event together. I also want to thank all of the women here today. You are all incredible leaders, and this is such a nice time for us to recognize the work you do. As a member of the Airport Authority, I want to personally congratulate Kim Becker, our CEO, who is an incredible leader who's done fantastic work, especially with gender and equity at the airport. We have Lydia Martinez, another Airport Authority member who I serve with, who's also a leader in that space. And we have members here today who are part of our San Diego Commission on the Status of Women. I see Mar and Dale and Natasha. If you're a member of the commission, can you please stand up so we can give you a round of applause? And it is my distinct pleasure to nominate a Scripps Ranch resident, Cynthia Collins, as District 5 Woman of Distinction for 2024. As a resident of Scripps Ranch for more than 30 years, Cynthia Collins started with the Girl Scouts to support her daughters when they were young and the community they were a part of. That's beginning a 21-year career of volunteer service to the Scripps Ranch Girl Scout Service Unit. 14 of those as manager of the Girl Scouts regional organization. She clearly took her passion to empower her daughters to then empower the whole community. As you all know, I am a Girl Scout, a San Diego Girl Scout. I got my gold award in Scripps Ranch, and it really helped me become the leader that I am today. Cynthia has also helped to turn many girls into leaders, having led multiple troops that have already gone on to graduate high school and college, because Cynthia started this when she was 12. In addition to her incredible work with the Girl Scouts, Cynthia is also a local small business owner. She and her husband Bill own and operate Collins Family Jewelers, where they have given back to the community by sponsoring many local cultural events and high school sporting events for years. Cynthia volunteers most of her time helping many residents of Scripps Ranch, and she was honored as Volunteer of the Year by the Scripps Ranch Civic Association on multiple occasions. And we know Bob Elko does not give that out easily, so that is a very important distinction. So thank you so much to Cynthia for your incredible volunteerism and cultivating community, women's empowerment, leadership in District 5. District 5 is a special place because of women like you, so congratulations.
Thank you, Council President. Thank you, Mayor Gloria, for this opportunity to highlight San Diego's Women of Distinction as part of Women's History Month. I'm honored today to have this opportunity to recognize Carol Kim, a friend to many on the dais, and a resident of University City in District 6. Many of us know Carol as the business manager for the San Diego County Building and Construction Trades Council, which is why she's not here with us today. She's watching actually from a dais up in Sacramento. She's fighting on behalf of working families, not just in our region, but across the state. So hi, Carol. Thanks for joining us remotely. A graduate of UCLA, Carol began her career as a classroom teacher in an inner city school in Los Angeles, followed by several years working in HIV prevention, where she served high-risk groups, including active and recovering substance users, adolescents in the foster care and judicial systems, LGBTQ communities, as well as communities of color. Following a move to San Diego, she carried her experience as a practitioner in the fields of education and public health to work as a research associate in the Health and Human Development Program for an education research nonprofit, working with schools, school districts, and community colleges both in San Diego County and throughout the state of California. In 2013, she took a leap into politics and has been an advocate for working families and underserved communities ever since. After serving several years as the political director of the San Diego County Building and Construction Trades Council, as well as the director of community engagement for the San Diego County Building Trades Council Family Housing Corporation, dual roles from which she ran electoral campaigns, advocated for legislation, and organized community coalitions. She took the historic leap to her roles now as the business manager of the Building and Construction Trades Council, as well as of the Building Trades Council Family Housing Corporation. She has served on numerous boards, including the San Diego County Labor Council, the San Diego Convention Center, the California State Building and Construction Trades Council, One Woman Run, as well as the Middle Class Taxpayers Association. I think most importantly, most of us know Carol as a fearless advocate and champion for working people, for social justice, and for the Asian American and Pacific Islander community. She brings people and communities together so that our collective voices often can be uplifted and empowered. I will perhaps close just by noting that I will forever remember that one of the very first times that I met Carol, we talked about the ways in which we could serve our communities. And in doing so, she asked if I'd ever consider running for elected office, to which I very quickly said no. And I believe her answer to that was, why not? It's certainly been a long time since that first moment we've had. Thank you, Carol, for your leadership and service to all of us in San Diego, and congratulations on this honor.
We will now go to Councilmember Campillo.
Thank you, Council President. I'm incredibly pleased to recognize Amy Zink as District 7 Board. Amy is the program manager of the Bayside Environmental Learning Center, an integral space for education and growth in our community, and she has worked tirelessly to reestablish the Linda Vista Community Garden, which we broke ground on in December. And in cooperation with the San Diego Parks Foundation, she spent 4 years navigating the San Diego Parks and Recreation 2013 Development Guidelines to bring her plan to fruition. The Linda Vista Community Garden will be the first ever community garden in the city park, and it will bring fresh, healthy food to families. And the garden will also foster a strong sense of community as children and adults will work together to learn, cultivate, grow, and pave the way for future community gardens. The Linda Vista Community Garden was the result of Amy's persistence, her dedication to her community, her heart, and her love for Linda Vista. And I am so thankful to her, and I know many others are. Mirabel Osler, an English writer, wrote that at the heart of gardening is a belief in the miraculous. Amy, the miracle you have performed for Linda Vista with this garden reaffirms our belief by such good amenities and healthy amenities for our communities. And the reason Rafa's here is because one day he's going to be playing in that garden. To all the women who lead our community forward, I have my son with me today. Schedules are difficult to juggle sometimes. Raphael owes practically everything in his life to women, from the OBGYN who guided us for 9 months, to the surgeon who brought him into the world, to his 2 grandmothers who care for him regularly, and of course his mother, Nadia. Raphael's growing up fast, and as a young boy, our family understands how difficult it is for childcare workers, for teachers, the majority of whom are women, who shape our lives and our society. And he will grow up knowing, and if any of you know my wife Nadia, you absolutely know he will grow up knowing that women deserve everything that their male counterparts receive, both wages and opportunities and rights. And one day soon, he will be learning and playing and getting his hands dirty in the Linda Vista Community Garden that Amy Zink and her team at Bayside Community Center have created. So on behalf of Raphael and all District 7 residents, thank you, Amy. Thank you for all the miracles, big and small, that you perform for so many families in Linda Vista, and congratulations.
Thank you, Raphael. Thank you, Councilor Campillo. Councilor Roy.
Thank you, Rafael, for giving us baby fever. So, thank you, Council President Rivera. I'm proud to recognize Ms. Dottie Giffen for this year's Women of Distinction nomination. Dottie Giffen was born in New Jersey, and she grew up in Hoboken and Eindhoven as the fifth child in a family of 3 brothers and 1 sister. She studied education and archaeology at various institutions. For more than 45 years, from 1975 to 2020, Ms. Giffen dedicated herself to teaching students of all ages, finding fulfillment in nourishing young minds. While proud of her education career, Ms. Dottie's greatest pride is her family. She raised 3 sons alongside her husband, cherishing their chosen path. 2 sons followed her into teaching, while the third pursued computer engineering, inspired by their father. Retirement from teaching has not slowed Ms. Dottie. Instead, she has redirected her energy towards volunteering and staying actively engaged in her community. Michelle and I just saw her last week at the Easter egg hunt in Silverwing. Ms. Dottie's community service is recognized through accolades like the Golden Oak Award from the PTA and the Silver Beaver Award from the Boy Scouts for her outstanding volunteer work. Currently serving as the president of the Otay Mesa Community Rec Group, Ms. Dottie's passion for education and community improvements have made a huge impact. Thank you, Ms. Dottie, for your invaluable contributions to the city of San Diego, for the residents of District 8, and your unwavering commitment to effective positive change in our community. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilor Moreno. If I could, I would like to invite the mayor and all of our honorees up into the area right in front of the dais. We can do a group photo with the council, the dais, and our honorees in the well.
Sí, ya para agarrarlos. Qué bueno te conoces. Gracias igualmente. Bueno, así es, o así concluye esta ceremonia en celebración a las mujeres. Gracias por conectarse y los veo más tarde en otro reporte digital. Soy de Valdez.